Bada bing, it's done.
It's done.
We're recording. No, yeah, we're already done with it. We're already done with the podcast.
We're done with the recording.
We're done. Cut it, Jonathan.
Cut it now. We gotta think of a stupid name though.
The unnamed podcast.
The unnamed podcast.
That's the name. There we go. The name is the unnamed. But wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Should I put on?
No one's gonna fucking see you. I'm just having TF2 game.
Making sure.
I'm gonna have TF2 gameplay because you bitched that last time I did this, where it's like you want people to be able to watch something. So I mean, watch some shitty spy gameplay while we're doing this.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I didn't bitch last time because no one wants. I just don't like. I understand podcasts are supposed to run in the background and shit like that, but I just don't understand why it's like. Why we have to look at some stupid picture? I'm fine with like those podcasts where people are playing games during it. I don't like the podcast where it's like 20 minutes of
okay, that was some bullshit. Alright.
You know, the podcast where it's like 20 minutes of someone talking about something stupid that no one wants to fucking hear about.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to fucking hear that. Like, you want to hear about how I got a ceramic toucan? No. Honestly,
I'm just surprised.
no.
I wish I could do something about. But like my favorite part about like our friendship is just like that we both have fucking ceramic toucans that are like
that's our friendship. That's sync. Shit, Dom.
I really shouldn't be playing Spy. I'm so bad.
That's why you don't podcast when you're playing Spy.
Say something easy while we're fucking doing it. What were we talking about? Far Cry 5?
Fucking Far Cry 5. And how bad it was. No,
the game was
fine.
good.
I legitimately enjoyed going around and killing people. Like, I enjoyed it. It was intense. There was no, like, difficulty, though. Like,
yeah, I'm really annoyed.
No matter if you went in sneaky or loud, it stayed the same difficulty. It was actually more fun when you just ran in and shot everyone.
To be honest, like, that's basically Far Cry in general.
No matter if the alarm went off or not.
That's like Far Cry in general.
They got one more guy, and the Elite. They got one more Elite, and then the Colts Elite. Which
and then the Elite, the guy who gets like one more crossbow bullet to the head,
he uses so the Elite group. I didn't know they were a thing. Well, I knew a thing because they kept on going like, "Oh, it's the Elite. They killed so many people. They're so scary." And I'm like, I don't think I have run into an Elite yet. So,
yeah.
And I always thought the Elite. I definitely have. I know what they are now. I always thought the Elite were the big guys in the riot gear, but they weren't. The Elite were the guys in the red balaclavas and the white trench coats who ran around with bows and arrows. The thing is, though, I just thought that was a different texture to the normal grunt, because that's how easy the Elite was.
To be honest, every
time I came across the Elite, I could kill them with one of my fucking pistol shots. All right, they were about as difficult as a fucking tortoise with some knife tape to it. I had more trouble with the fucking judges. The judges weren't even hard. That was just a spray painted wolf.
You know what game we need to talk about? I need to get your newfound opinion on it. Shadow of the Colossus, new remaster. How do you feel about the new remaster now that you've played it?
Do I feel like it's worth the time, worth the money? Yes. Now I feel like it's worth the money to get it now. But I'm just saying, if you've played it before, there's no real point of getting it again.
Well, I mean, that's for the that's basically remasters in general.
That's basically remasters in general. Like, I'm getting Dark Souls remastered not because it's remastered. I'm getting it for the good servers.
I'm not getting it. I don't.
You don't want to get it? Like, I'm honestly on the fence about it as well.
No, because the thing is, I would get it if the servers worked. I played the network stress test. I didn't get to summon a single person, you see. It all failed.
Well, the problem with this... I'm getting a cellular call.
You're getting a... yeah, perfect timing.
I don't know that number. But if to be honest, the people on the servers were either playing with their friends or not playing with anyone. Let's be honest, though. That's probably why you weren't able to summon anyone.
No, because every time I summon someone, it just failed. Immediately. Like, not even give it a chance. It may
No,
have been
even-
to be like it was in like the most populated spot because it was the only spot, but still, then like I should have been able to summon one person because I tried for a straight hour.
Even then, like I think they just didn't have it down pat yet. I think they were still like working on it and they released it a bit too early.
I don't know.
But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get it either because it's like I've played Dark Souls 1 too many times already, and well, not Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls. Demon Souls is technically Dark Souls 1, but
Fucking technicality.
can't say that. They're gonna get angry, Tom. I've played like yeah, it looks nice, but I've already made Dark Souls 1 look nice. I don't have to like. I don't need someone to spend another $60 on a game just so I can.
So you can do something that like it's $40.
It's $40.
$20 if you already own it. But I'm pissed off because they took it off the fucking Steam market. But they still have they still have the raised price if you haven't bought it before.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. I wish they just kept it at $20. I would have been fine. Because to be honest, you're buying the same game, just a bit touched up. I mean, why not buy it if you don't already have it, if it's the same price?
I mean, like, honestly, though, the only reason to buy it is for the servers, and the servers don't even work. Literally, the only purpose to buy it right now is so it looks better. But I can make Dark Souls 1 look better with no problem.
Yeah, your computer's too shit to make that.
My computer's too shit. But if I were to use my good computer, the good computer downstairs, yes, I could make a fairly good looking game with little to no thing. But again, in the Shadow Colossus sense, like the only reason to play Shadow Colossus Remastered is either for just the feels of playing a Shadow Colossus game again. Just really like, oh yeah, Shadow Colossus, love it. Something like that. But or you're a kid, like you're a young person who doesn't know what Shadow.
Well, there's also the point that like the game was fucking like abysmal on PS2 and PS3. Let's get that straight. The FPS was so bad, like the FPS, because you could like it would stop and freeze every like so much whenever you played it. That I could understand for the remastered if you just wanted the actual an actual ramped up experience. Why am I being so bad at this game?
You are bad at this game.
I've played. This is what happens when I stop playing TF2.
You know, but fucking, it was but it was horrible to play. But nowadays, it doesn't really work because we've had games with giant monsters before now. So
well, that's if it was like an actual new and emerged game.
If it was a new emerged game, people would be going crazy for it. But all it was just it remastered. Like I loved it. It was a fun game. It's Shadow of Colossus. I already like Shadow of Colossus. I didn't need to play it again to re-immerse my joy of Shadow of Colossus. I'm just saying that it's only out right now. The Shadow of Colossus Remastered is only out for younger people, for fans who just wanted the experience again. Like they broke their PS1, or they can't PS1. PS1.
Yeah, PS1. I love Shadow. I love Shade of the Titan on PS1. That's my favorite game.
Yes, that's my favorite. It's just like if their shit's broken or they lost their game and they wanted to enjoy it again. But the thing is, though, you could already do that, though. You just download an emulator or something like that. Don't download an emulator, kid. It's illegal. You gotta say that. You gotta say that, or they'll get angry.
It's not illegal if no one knows.
Let's talk about the best game of all time, Chibi Robot.
Fuck off! You're gonna say this is gonna be the running gag. Chibi Robot. Some random shitty game on a fucking Nintendo GameCube.
It was not a shitty game. No one knows about it because it was, it was.
Is it a cult classic?
I don't even think it was a classic. It's just a game people know about. It's like, like out of like 1 out of like 10 people will know about GB Robot. From like the time I've had like fucking Discord, 1 out of 10 people will know about GB Robot. I have not a single other person who has played GB Robot other than me and the people in my house, and that's it.
I want to talk.
And you could get an emulator for it. You can. You saw me do it. Don't do emulator, kids.
Fucking much been found out.
I've been found out, guys.
One of my favorite. I want to talk about this. This is Black Ops 4 because we have such wild opinions. We have such wildly different opinions on it.
See this face? Fuck you. I don't want to talk about your Black Ops 4 play.
Let me tell you about the zombie storyline game. Let me get a whiteboard on it.
The zombies look interesting.
Did you look at the trailers, like all of it, or did you just watch one?
I watched both of them.
Three. There's three.
I didn't watch the third one. I didn't know there was a third one.
There's 3 fully fledged maps. You see, the third one is like, it's somewhat a remaster. So basically, there's this map set in Alcatraz called Mob of the Dead. It's about 4 gangsters with different stories.
I know what Mob of the Dead is.
You know everything about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, it's that map. But the thing is, there's the 4 original characters, like Richtof and everyone there, instead of like the characters who were originally on Mob of the Dead. It's called Blood of the Dead.
Yep.
And it looks interesting. I'm really interested in what they do with it. But then there's like, honestly, I'm really glad looking at the statistics that they chose Battle Royale instead of campaign. Because, okay, let me tell you why. Apparently, over 50% of the people that bought the game never played the campaign. And out of the people that played the campaign, it's about...
Because the campaign got bad, that's why.
No, this is from, like, over, like, all of them. Like, and then they come...
All of them?
I believe so, over all of them. But,
from
like...
the first one to the current one that's out now?
I'm not sure. I'm actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, the campaign's got bad. So, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna stick with the campaign, which is slowly deteriorating? Are they gonna try something new?
I know what Ghost is coming back.
Listen here, I want Ghost 2. Ghost 2.
Ghost 2. Return of Jafar.
But like, I'm glad they took at least something, because everyone always says Call of Duty is the same game over again, and then they try something new like this Battle Royale. Sure, it's a popular thing, but they're trying something new, and people bitch that like it's a new thing, and people always bitch, but it's something new, and they're trying it their own way. You know, we haven't seen really like air, water, and like regular vehicles in a Battle Royale.
Everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked.
But like, yeah, I'm interested.
Is it a Battle Royale, or is it like just fighting each other army style?
I believe it's a Battle Royale. They specifically said it was a Battle Royale.
Didn't fit like that.
It's a Battle Royale, so I'm gonna guess. But if they did it timed, and if they did it like Nova 6, where they use Nova 6 as the timed gas, and they could weave in Nova 6 to the timeline and everything.
Well,
Battle Royale.
I have a question. I have a question though.
What?
Well, they could also use the like microbots as a time.
Well, yeah, but still.
Nanobots.
Nanobots,
I have a
son.
question though.
What's up?
Why are they adding in planes and shit if it's gonna be timed?
I want to know. That's why I want to know more about the game mode, because you can't really say anything about it right now because it's all just like.
Also, what the fuck is it? What is so if it's a battle royale, you're supposed to go grab your weapons and shit, as most battle royale. What the fuck is me, the guy who got unlucky only found a pistol, supposed to do against a fucking bomber jet? The fuck.
That's the fun part. Cause like, okay, but the thing is,
helicopters.
Yeah, but the thing is, if
I were. Now hear me out. If I were a smart individual, I would get a helicopter. I would fly it high enough where I could fly it without hitting, I'm assuming, some sort of box. I would fly it up high enough so people couldn't shoot me down. And then just sit out the storm if there's some sort of storm functionality. Until everyone dies except for me in the helicopter and the other people who've done the helicopter idea. And then it just turns into a helicopter dogfight.
Well, the thing is, we don't know how it works yet, though. That's why I'm saying, like, give it time to be, like,
if they
shown and everything.
Like Daisy or Arma, it will be fun. It will be a great game. If they do it or you have to you can't just find a helicopter. It's hard to find a helicopter. They're kind of the helicopters you do find are either missing parts where you have to have a part to do it, or they just don't work in general. If they do it like that, it will be fine. I would buy it if it was something like that.
Well, I mean, we just have to wait and see. What I like the idea of is like if we get it, if me and you get it, we would be on a fucking, we'd be on boats just fucking gunning people down.
Like, how do boats work?
That's what I'm curious. That's what I'm curious about. There's all this like shit that I'm curious about, and I want to know more.
I'm gonna take my German U-boat and drive it up on the beach. Fucking, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do as a boat? Like, it's the same thing with fucking PUBG. What am I supposed to do as a boat? The world's closing in. All I could do is just splash around and not die. It's the only purpose of a boat, and I'm probably gonna die anyway. So you see my problem. Jeremy. That's even your real name, which it isn't.
I'm really curious about how they do it. And then multiplayer looks like a refined, better version of Black Ops 3. Like, it looks like they took Black Ops 3, took everything that they thought was like wrong with it or they wanted to change, and they changed it for the better.
They changed it for the better.
Yeah,
for this time they did it right. Only zombies. No one plays the story or the multiplayer. Everybody just plays zombies.
Also,
I can't wait for Call of Duty Zombie.
Fuck off, alright? I'm really excited for Call of Duty Zombies. But come on, can you look at 9? Look at 9. Like, you saw you know what I'm talking about, right? The Roman one. Look at that. Do you not want to just go around bashing people as fucking Bruno?
I mean, listen. It's like, yeah, it's a cool concept, the gladiatorial kind of thing, but it's not like it hasn't been done before. Fuck, I could get a VR headset and go play fucking Gone for like fucking Gone, so the Gladiator one for like 3 hours and get the same effect without the zombies.
I mean, yeah, but people are playing it because the zombies are like the best part. Like, they love the storyline and the zombies part about all of it.
You know what I'm excited for? Zombie related. Painkillers. Is it Painkiller? That's the people who made...
Oh fuck, my alarm.
Your alarm's going off!
Wow, I didn't realize.
Harry Crews.
Terry Crews. Fucking...
What is the name?
What are you Googling?
It's like Painkillers? Who's the people who made... Payday?
Overkill.
Overkill's the Walking Dead game.
I haven't heard about that much.
Well, there's not much about it, yeah. There's just a couple of trailers showing off the characters.
Yeah.
Like there's an old man. There's a black guy.
As per usual. That guy if that guy dies first, that's all I'm saying.
Asian nurse, because they always have to have an Asian nurse. And you know, the other ones that they haven't made trailers for yet.
Is there more than just 4 that you can pick from? Oh yeah, it is like I'm guessing like it's gonna be like kind of like Payday where you get more than just one.
I'm assuming it's gonna be like Payday, a lot of it. I'm assuming I want it to be kind of an open world survival game where you get to create a character and then you go in and survive.
Just play Metal Gear Survive.
No! You know damn well why I won't play that game. It's just a bad wave shooter that didn't even do the wave shooter part right. If I had more, I could do the same thing without the zombies. If I just played the fucking Metal Gear Phantom Pain, where I could just grab one of my diamond dogs, throw him into the ship, and then go out until it's the diamond dog. That's basically what they did. You want to play a game where you don't play as Snake? Well, here you go. Because guess what? You fire Hideo Kojima and then try to make another Metal Gear Solid game. it's gonna be bad. That's all I'm saying. Fucking.
This fucking. What were we talking about? The Overkill Walking Dead?
Overkill Walking Dead. I guarantee that they're gonna do it as it's gonna be The Last of Us. You're gonna be put into a rather large area, and it's gonna be set as like maps and shit, and then they're gonna have it play like the Left 4 Dead games, where you have to get to a certain area of the map, and there's zombies show up everywhere. But instead of just running in and mowing them down, you have to think about it logically, because it's The Walking Dead. So I'm assuming it's like, oh, a zombie bites a fucking zombie bite. You get bit, you're gonna have to get put down.
Just fucking. Gotta take them back to the jackrabbits, boys.
Unless they're gonna do something stupid like, well, I really hope they don't do something stupid like, oh, we're the immune ones.
I
That's the one
mean,
thing I didn't like about Left 4 Dead. I mean, it's understandable if you want to make a zombie game where like you constantly get your shit kicked in. So it's like, well, these guys have been bitten, why haven't they changed? Oh, because they're immune. Then why don't they go to a hospital or something?
honestly, I forgot the reason why the Call of Duty people are like they don't get affected.
Yeah, why
by
the Call of Duty people aren't affected?
I don't exactly remember. There was a good explanation. There was a good explanation, but I forgot. Because there's so much shit to remember.
Not every last Call of Duty, not every last Call of Duty zombie thing is related to the artifacts. So
What are you talking about? The one in like Black Ops 4, or are you talking about the
Yeah.
summoning key?
not the summoning key. Because not all the zombies, so there's not always a protection field around the guys. So what makes them zombies, and also what makes most of them Nazis?
Well, I mean Nazi zombies was because took place in fucking Germany, in like a Germany test site. Because I like all the shit in Derice, right?
Yeah.
Most of the shit in that was actual experiments Germans and Nazis did to try and win the war.
Oh,
like
I know.
even though
I know.
yeah, and they just twisted it.
Dude, fucking Germans were disgusting back then. Like they you've seen the baby experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like to talk
Yeah.
about that one. That one's a bit of a weird one.
We don't. Yeah.
Imagine if like fucking I'd like Snake, like Jake to join at least sometime soon. Like
Hey,
just
listen.
just join.
First podcast never has a guest. Don't you know?
Look at the fucking Snark Tank and tell me that
Shark
shit.
Tank doesn't count. Because Shark Tank has had multiple podcasts before the Shark Tank podcast. He does like Twitch podcasts.
Hey, well, Chris Ray gun here.
Let's say that. Can't say that. We're gonna get copyrighted or something.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't know.
Something about
You
that
say-
seems a bit fishy.
Usually, if you just say their name, something bad happens.
That's not how. I don't.
If you say anything about Chris Reagan, you'll be assumed as a white supremacist. Don't you know?
I didn't say anything about. What are you talking about? Chris Ray gun isn't Ray gun.
Say the name Sargon, Shoe on Head, or Chris Reagan.
Did someone say? Did someone say Ray gun? You mean that Call of Duty? I don't know what you're talking about.
You I mean Reagan. Rest me, please. That's what we said.
That's what we said. How long has this been going? Probably should put it.
Probably a long time.
Probably should put
Probably
like some
not
kind of
that long,
timestamp.
actually.
Some kind of
We
timestamp.
should. Fucking what's the usual? An hour?
Usual is an hour, but I don't know the timestamp.
You don't know the timestamp? What did we start? Do you know? Okay, so it's 10:06. So I'm assuming we started
It's
at 9.
It's 106 for me. So
So. Don't say the time zones. They'll find this out. No.
fucking. What are you gonna figure out? You live in Kansas?
Oh shit. Fucking. So we've been going for at least. So I'm assuming it was.
We'll say 30 minutes. We'll end at 1:30, 10:30 for you.
We'll end it at 10. Yeah. So that will. Yeah. Yeah.
What we got? What else we
We
got?
were not playing at all.
This wasn't planned. We kind of just started talking about.
Well,
I'm so glad we didn't.
yes.
We didn't get the fucking Jesus shit. That was shit. I didn't. I'm glad we didn't get. That was some.
I mean, we could get back into this.
Let's not.
If you want to make sure we get no views.
We're not even gonna get any views on this.
I honestly don't believe we're gonna get any views. Honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna fucking watch us.
We'll have to tag it and shit too.
Dude, I'm gonna make a thumbnail. Don't worry about it.
Post it on Reddit. Get a couple clips.
You want to use the Sassy Boys thumbnail? I think I have that line.
Fuck
right.
off.
No. Oh, I know what we can use.
What are we gonna use?
You know what we're gonna use?
What are we gonna use? The worst part is I have TF2 in a fucking window. So like, you can see the like window and everything too, but you can't see like more. This isn't professional. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
Put it in full screen.
Why are you gonna use the parrot as the fucking? Called the fucking Parayeet Podcast.
Parayeet. Yes. Yes.
Golden name.
Parayeet.
This is the worst fucking idea we've had in a long time.
Oh, trust me, I know. Did someone kick a puppy? I like that. I don't know why I did that. Conversation topics.
What's a relevant game that's come out? It's like
A relevant game that's come out. Let's talk about the bad. The bad.
The bad. You want to talk about that fucking Nicole Arbor fucking parody of I Am America? This is America.
Hey, no, this is a gaming podcast. We don't talk about relevant. That's how you get into the politics. We're not fucking political YouTubers.
Can we? I don't want that shit.
Get that out of my good Christian podcast.
We're gonna talk about how
we can't start with controversy.
What we can start with is how Gabe hates the gays.
Yes.
And that really disgusts me. It really disgusts me that you just hate gay people.
I don't hate the gays. I don't hate them.
Really disgusting. Really disappointed in you.
Dominic, if I hated the gays, why would I be talking to you?
Fuck off.
Everybody's gotta know your gay agenda, Dom. Everyone's gotta know so they can write shitty fanfics. Don't you know?
I can't wait till you're the bottom for once.
You know the problem with right?
Dude, I have several problems with this.
Basically, what you just said was, I can't wait until you be your sexual preference. I'm a submissive straight man. Don't you know? Anyway,
you're just fucking throwing fuel to the fire here. Can't say that.
I really don't care. It doesn't matter. If you get, you're gonna be drawn in several gay pornos, and everyone else is gonna just assume you're gay because everybody wants to fuck you.
I'm gonna have to send this to you so you can edit it. By the way,
I will edit it, kind of. You're not supposed to edit a podcast.
Oh, I can't wait till people see that shit.
You don't edit a podcast.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't have to edit it if you didn't want gameplay. And this gameplay, while it is bad, I just need you to edit, like...
I'm just saying...
shit you might not like. We might not like.
The point of a podcast is you're supposed to just watch. Though, we don't have to have gameplay. See, that's why I said let's use VR chat, because that's not gameplay. That's just watching some people walk around.
Yeah, but VR chat, you fuck up and crash too much. Oh, he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. It's just me. It's fucking awkward. Now, the best part right now is that I have his phone number, so if I just call him while he's doing this. That man just fucking... What the fuck? This is quality content right fucking here. Look at shit. Not to commentate over this fucking gameplay. Just commentate over this gameplay. As Gabe is not here. Gabe, Mutt, I don't fucking care. I want to see if I can actually get, like, actually see if we can take this back. 'Cause this was a fucking shitty game at the start. I got a lot of kills, but this is a shitty game. I want to see if we can actually get this win. That was so fucking shitty. I shouldn't have been able to pull it off. Oh, come on. I saw the fucking animation. I should put myself in Do Not Disturb on fucking... Ooh. I don't know.
Okay, sorry about that. I need to find a picture of myself from my older...
Why?
Because I don't know.
Who called you? What happened?
That was my mom.
You should cut that out of the video, that whole entire, like, part where I'm just talking about the gameplay really shittily. I'm not a good commentator.
Don't commentate on the game. See, I fixed my VR chat, by the way. That whole conversation, the whole thing you said was irrelevant. I fixed my VR chat.
Finally.
And if it's just 2 people, we can literally just make a private room, because that's what my plan was anyway.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's true.
Because then, I know it's probably already been a thing. We could do it like Saturday Night Live kind of shit, you know? I know it's a bad idea, but it would be fun. At least it would be something on the screen. Saturday Night Live, but VR chat, because people definitely want to watch that shit.
No.
I have to find a picture of myself from like 3 years ago.
Why?
I don't know.
Did they finally figure out about the dead body in the basement?
Oh shit. Nah, they ain't find that yet.
Your name is Juan Carlio now. Juandissimo.
We should our like whole podcast should be based off the good, bad, and the ugly. Like we start off with the good games this year, and we get the bad. The bad. Knack 2.
Fuck. Okay. Listen here. Knack 2 was a masterpiece. All right. It's a masterpiece of game design. I don't care what you say.
I don't think you're allowed to say that without getting demonetized.
And Knack 2 was a
We're
masterpiece.
probably gonna get demonetized anyway, so I don't even think it matters.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get demonetized and shit.
Honestly, hope we do. We don't deserve anything.
What a fucking play by that sniper right there. What a fucking play. Look, there isn't much to talk about. You want to talk about Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah, sure. You want to hear my topic on that? If you definitely want to get no views.
I enjoy the game. It's the one battle royale I enjoy.
It's not that the game is bad.
It's just you hate battle royales.
It's just, I don't. It's not that I hate them. I just don't like the concept of them. They seem increasingly boring.
Honestly, there are a lot of times when I played Fortnite. It's just boring because I'm like sitting. I'm just like running across the field. Yeah, that's about it. It's as boring as it sounds. You're just running across the field trying to get to like a certain point. Not much to say. Not much to do. I don't even know what happened there. Not much to do. Not much to say. How do you feel about battle royales? Well, about how boring they are to you.
I just don't like the concept. Honestly, dropping into the same map constantly, grabbing a gun, running around until the wall closes in, probably getting shot because you weren't paying attention, or someone vastly superior in the game kills you because you're a new player. It's basically the concept of play to win as a game. Because if someone comes up to you, like in Fortnite, if I am a console player, and I'm not gonna lie, playing on console is a hard thing to do. Because not only do playing on a controller gives you a max disadvantage from playing on like a laptop or a PC. Like, because you don't get the same, aiming capabilities if you were on a mouse. But it's definitely like So if I have a cheaper thing, my unit is slower than more people, that person's gonna win, and there's no point in playing it. Not to mention with Fortnite, the most like thing where you just spend money for no reason.
I really hated how like
There's no way. I feel like there should be a way to spend money on there should be a way to earn V-Bucks. Like, not a lot.
there's a way to earn the V-Bucks. You do get a bit from like the battle pass, like 300 or 400. So
But
I
that's
mean,
not enough to like. You would have to basically save up
like
for,
through
like,
months to get the
3
battle
months
pass,
to get the battle pass via V-Bucks.
like free V-Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. And even they give you 1 per battle pass, and for people like me who don't really play the game that much, people who are just playing it to play it, I don't like having to go sit there and do a bunch of shitty challenges. Where even, especially with me, because I can't run on my computer, I gotta play it on console. Especially with me, I gotta, what's the disadvantage of a controller? I still have to, I hardly get any kills, and that's an honest fact.
And just me, the god of the game.
And don't get me wrong, there's some god console players. And
It's
there's
just
some console players that can keep up with PC players. It's just there's still a disadvantage.
it's like
Because
statistically a disadvantage.
there's statistically a disadvantage. Because if me sitting on my PS4, which is full to the brim with shit, compared to little Jimmy down the road with his $4,000 gaming computer that his mom bought him, there's gonna be a disadvantage because he can hit those shots faster than I can, and he's got and he's played it longer. He knows what he's doing. It's just the fact that every battle royale game is just up to luck. It is up to luck to who's in the game, how good they are, what you do. It's just.
I mean,
all
isn't
luck.
that every game though? Like every PvP game?
But in a PvP, like in a normal PvP game, at least you can build yourself up so it's not always up to luck. You can statistically build yourself where there's no physical way that it's up to luck. In a PvP game where you're allowed to set your loadouts and you earn your weapons and you don't just drop into a random place and get a gun, then it's not necessarily up to luck, it's who's got the faster draw. Though, again, that still leads it up to pay to win, and shit like that, because it's still, like, it's still up to, like, that's more up to challenge, like, levels, where, like, a new player will get his ass shot up by a fucking older player, no matter if they're pay to win or not. It's the same thing with MMOs and shit like that. If I was in an MMO and I went out, brand new, if I were in the Black Desert Online, if I were to go over to a high level player and challenge them to a PvP fight, I would lose the fight. But with Battle Royale, everyone's the same level. There's no difference. It's just up to luck and skill. And when the skill level depends on what you're using as well as how you play the game, that's what it gets done.
So are you saying like they should have like a system to where like newer players get patched with other new players?
Yeah. I'm just saying that they should go it off of like playtime.
Well, the problem is not many people are complaining about that, so they don't really have an incentive.
Yeah, they don't have any incentive. I'm probably 1 out of 1 million who complain, and most people that complain like that will just be saying like, "Oh, you're just bad at the game." No, I just don't like battle royales because of that reason. It's all based off of luck, and if you have superior shit.
Well, I mean that's what
because
people...
even you lag, and that fucks you over sometimes.
To be honest, yeah, it's like often the game will start stuttering for reasons that's obviously not my fault, because like my game can run.
Computer, or what's going on your computer. Like if you have something running in the background, or you're downloading another game, or your computer just some reason overheated for no reason.
No, because like my computer, like it's only Fortnite that does that though. So it's like the problem.
There's so many constants to why you can lose at Fortnite than to why you can win.
Yeah, but I feel like some of the points you bring up are just based on like any game, like the sit like where something's downloading in the background or so,
no,
etc.
I understand that, and I understand that completely, and I'm fine with that being my point. It's just that when the game is based around that, at least when some games aren't based around that, they usually, when you get lag, it's like, oh, I lagged and died. That's the thing. But when the game is based around competitive killing each other in a certain amount of time, while the walls are closing in, and you have to plan out everything, it really comes down to who has the better shit and what's going on in the game. Fucking Alex's example, like when Alex was like, Alex won the game, almost won a game, because he sat in a bathroom for about 30 minutes and got down to the last people, and the only reason he lost that game
Because he's
is
bad.
because
Yeah, he's just bad at the game. He would agree with that. He's terrible at first person
And
shooters.
I
Not
would-
third person shooters.
and I would agree that I'm bad at battle royales. I'm bad at Fortnite, and you know that's fine. I mean, I'm probably gonna get mocked now that's out on the internet.
I like to say I'm decent.
You're a good player. I've never been a good player at games. I like playing games for fucking around, not the.
And then I'm kind of like Hayden, except not as like mad at competitive. Yeah, angry. Not as angry at the games and get like I'm not as competitive like.
And that's not enough, Hayden. If he ever sees this, you get pretty angry sometimes.
Hayden's gonna probably see this one day.
Hayden's gonna see this beat our ass. I ain't expecting.
Who knew a little trap boy like him could have so much anger and
so
hatred?
much anger in such a small feminine body.
So small,
Let's just
supple.
make fun of him now, so the beating will be even harder. Now Hayden could beat on. I feel like Hayden could beat my ass. Honestly.
I feel like Hayden, like, he picks a lot of fights that he shouldn't, like,
He should.
only
There's
because he gets
sometimes where
angry.
Hayden's not gonna win, but
He gets too angry at times.
if I were to get into a heated discussion with Hayden, I feel like Hayden could win most of the time.
No,
Unlike you,
only because he yells and like screams over you more better.
His louder voice wins the fight.
And then there's me. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to get a loud voice because I can just talk to the person, give them better like
There's a
obvious
comic
facts and
called
shit.
About Death, and which is a good comic. You should read it sometime.
Is it about death?
It's about it's this guy's present like it's the author's like idea of what happens when we die.
What is it?
It's a reincarnation theory, but a bit better. So basically, God is this one guy, a normal-looking fucking guy, sitting in a white room, who just basically explains to you how life is. And it's not only, and you don't always see him when you're dead. Sometimes it's like a near-death experience, and he gives you a life lesson, but you don't remember. It's just sticks in your brain.
You don't remember? Wait.
You don't remember the experience because that would make the reincarnation thing be dumb. It's just something that's in the back of your head. You don't know where you got the knowledge, but it's something you keep with you. Like there was this one story about this guy who was trying to kill a guy who committed suicide. And by the way, we have to label this podcast with spoiler warning.
One guy committed suicide. Yeah. Let's talk about Infinity War, guys.
Yeah.
No.
Basically, the guy who was committing suicide, and it was basically asking him how his life's been, and the guy said how he worked too hard, and he never got to follow his dreams, and he told him, well, then what are you waiting for? You're still young-ish. I don't remember his actual age. It's been a while since I read it. And then the news breaks. But the reason I brought this up because there's one comic about it, the one comic from this one, where basically this guy and this girl, there was an accident, and it makes it feel like both of them are dead. So the guy was drunk and he stumbled into a street chasing after a cat, and he got hit by a car.
So is he dead or is he just?
So yeah, I'm
close.
So he starts yelling at the woman driving a car because he just assumes, oh, she killed me, it's her fault. Oh, I had so much to live for, you bitch. And basically he starts yelling at her, and just the god guy just starts just like before the guy hits the girl, the god guy lets the girl leave and talks to the guy about how like humans all they think about is being louder than one another, and then he says, "I'm so glad you won this time." Then the guy wakes up and the girl's dead, but he's alive. So it's like, oh, he's alive. The young woman died.
Shit.
And it's like, it's just a really good comic. I suggest it to anyone. Go give him some revenue. God knows that those comic book writers need them. God knows. It's like the animation part of YouTube. God knows.
If you're not the odds ones out, you're getting the odds ones boot in the fucking ass if you're an animator.
Like, they just need some Patreon support, guys. Come on, they gotta feed themselves.
If you're not the odds ones out, you're getting the odds ones out of my goddamn fucking YouTube channel.
They have an art degree, guys. Come on. No.
It's fucking
Support
128. We got 2
animators.
more minutes.
Support your local animators.
Local
Don't support us. Whatever you do. Whatever you do.
I need to remember, like, not to hit my thing, because people can listen to, people can see, like, my spot. Like, whenever I fucking,
Do you have it on streamer mode?
no, like, you see, it's not that I start playing it, it's that, like, my headset has this little plus and minus thing for volume, right? But it also opens up this little tab that shows what I'm listening to on Spotify, or what I was.
Oh no.
So that, like, yeah, but it's just a weird distraction if someone's, like, watching.
Oh no, you're listening to
Aviators.
Aviators.
Also,
Oh, no.
really underrated person. He's got like fucking videos that have like 7.8 million, yet like on average he gets like 100K. Even
But
that.
the music community is the same as the animator community. They get fucked just as much as the well, let's be honest, everyone gets fucked unless you're Logan Paul. And we all know what's wrong with Logan Paul.
Listen here. We all know about PewDiePie and his
Fucking Logan Paul. PewDiePie, he's been around since the start of YouTube.
I love the new guy. I love how he is now. How he's doing his new shit right now. He's fucking great.
I don't.
What's wrong with his new stuff?
I just, you know, it used to be a good. I used to like PewDiePie when he was a gamer. You know, now he's just a fucking vlogger that occasionally does games.
He's not really a vlogger. He just does like random, like he does like meme reviews and shit. Where he browses his own
See,
Reddit and
that's
fucks
what
around.
you dropped in the standard.
He does.
meme reviews.
He does.
Hey guys, welcome to a new meme review with the best smile in the business.
And then there's
You don't
fucking.
believe me? I'll show you.
And then there's the fucking. What else does he do? He does that fucking like it's kind of like a news show, but he also memes with it.
What?
He does this thing where he reports on what's been happening, and he gives his 2 cents on the situation, but also jokes around with it.
So a vlogger.
What? A vlogger is a person who like kind of vlogs their daily life, or takes a camera, or like outside on their daily life.
I know. It's just that, like, you know, I signed up for this YouTube channel because he did gaming, not for news.
I mean, that's why you can
Not to
unsubscribe at any
mention,
time.
my humor's changed over the years. So, like, humor like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, stuff like that is just not funny to me anymore.
I don't know. I still like watching Markiplier every so often.
Every now and then I could go back to one of them.
Like
but
I keep watching them. I don't laugh at Markiplier, but I like watching him. He's the entertaining guy that doesn't need you to laugh. And then there's PewDiePie I just laugh at.
To watch.
And then like PewDiePie I just like laughing with.
You can't say these things though.
Why?
Because that's how you get ass raped on the internet.
Pinions don't get fucked up on the internet. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Opinions are bad. Fucking what was it?
We should probably end it by now. To be honest,
we probably should. Before we say something to get us demonetized. Oh wait, we already have.
Anything we've cursed so much. Gabe, you want to reach the local fuck meter?
Yeah, sure. Fuck.
There you go. That's my boy.
There we go. Now we've got our local fucking Marvel movie. We gotta say it at least once out loud.
Remember,
can
guys,
swear on-
Deadpool. Remember, guys, Deadpool 2 in theaters.
You can swear on YouTube. It's just not that much.
Oh
Remember what the Rock said.
I was in the middle. You're gonna love
Honestly,
seeing
I
it.
think you're so cool. See what I did there? I censored myself. You
Oh.
do the same.
Oh,
I
you're talking
swear
about
it
swearing.
won't ruin the comedy.
It won't ruin the comedy, I swear.
And it's not like swearing humor's funny. It's just adds a bit more when someone says "fuck." That's just getting a laugh though. 'Cause everybody laughs when randomly you start swearing in the middle of it.
I mean, like, think about, like, fucking, before we end
Tom
it,
Scar.
Tom
Tom
Scott.
Scar was just screaming.
Tom Scott, like, in his ASDF movie, you know the screw gravity joke? It was originally supposed to be fuck gravity, and he never put it in. And he still he kind of, because he has this thing where he's not going to say fuck on his main channel. I don't know why, but he keeps it to himself. And, like, yes, it was...
all the time on his main channel.
On Tom Scott?
No, not Tom Scar, sorry.
That's what I'm talking.
Twitch.
Yeah, but, like, he has that thing. And, like, he even admits the punchline would have been funnier with fuck. You know, if swearing just adds flavor to a joke.
It adds flavor. It's not like quality of humor. It's not like Dave Chappelle or anything like that. It's just saying fuck. Everybody's got a childish mind. Everybody laughs at fuck.
Everyone's got a little childish mind. Except Jake. Jake just kind of goes with the joke.
Jake's just a hollow mess. No.
And on that note,
Honestly though, you can't be mad at Jake. No one's mad at Jake.
no one's mad. No one can
We'll get
hate
him
Jake.
on-
He's just so.
We'll get him on the podcast one of these days.
Tomorrow.
Everyone will know.
We'll
tomorrow.
record it tomorrow and then just fucking keep it for like a week. That's how pre-recording works,
You
right?
just gotta we gotta record it tomorrow. Keep it for a week and then release it on Monday.
Jake's gonna
We
say
do
some
a-
stupid
Dude,
shit.
We should do a podcast every Monday. That should be our thing.
Monday?
Mondays and Saturdays.
What? You think I can do this twice a week? What do you think I am, fucking
See,
idiot?
Mondays because people come home from school and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna listen to my podcast while I do my homework."
Yeah, but we need to get a fucking viewer base before we can do that.
I know it's just an idea. I can have ideas. This is our first episode. That's the point of the first episode.
Let's keep it on 000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know we gotta be special in that, snowflakes and shit. And on that note, what does Philly D say at one of the end of his videos?
The Franco? I don't know.
That's just a theory of
Just a theory.
a Philly D theory.
A Philly D theory. Thanks for watching. End it. Stop the video.